Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Lisa, I want to evaluate you on the presentation you did today. But first of all, I want to say thank you for addressing this very important subject about passwords. I've been thinking about this, obviously, because of everything that's happened. One of the things that I read that said that you can make it easy. You just have 4 random words, and that's actually as good as any crazy password that you might have. So instead of like, Martian flux capacitor bugs, which are all related, it'd be like gene, telephone, white, gavel. And that's just as good as any. So it's wonderful now to know that I have an even better option. The way I'm going to do your evaluation today is a method called good, better, best. I'm going to tell you what you did good, what you can do better, and what I think you did best. First of all, what did you do good? I love the emotional elements of your presentation. There was a point where you told your personal story, where myself and about 4 other people went, ooh, you heard about what your boyfriend did, and then you got a lot of laughs with the frenemy, So it was an emotional presentation, which is good because it always connects to people. You gave us lots of information. And sometimes I feel like when people give information, it's too much, but I think if an important issue, give me more information. Give me enough that if I have a question, I know I can go to you and get that question answered. I love the amount of information you gave. And how you gave it. I love, for example, your phrase, virtual wallet for your passwords. You live in San Francisco. Everybody understands the concept of a virtual wallet. In terms of what you could do better, I think one of the things you could do better, which I'm not exactly demonstrating right now because I'm trying to hurry up, is pause. There was a time frame when you said, how many people have heard of KeyPass? Or let me show you. There was literally like 1/1,000,000th of a second before you said, let me show you. There was not even enough time for us to go, have I heard of KeyPass? Because I actually had heard of KeyPass, but I was actually thinking. But I didn't get a chance to raise my hand because you were already handing it out. So pause. Give us a chance to think about what you asked, because then we are participating in the presentation. In terms of your handout, one of the things I wanted to point out is that on your handout, if the text could be larger, or if you could do it in color, or maybe this is the type of thing which is perfect for our Facebook group, is when we're done, take that handout and put it on our Facebook group so that we can go back and take a look at it. It's also a perfect example of how you could have used PowerPoint for your presentation. This might have been a good use of PowerPoint for the presentation when you walked us through the directions. And then the last thing I think that you could have done better was that you didn't give us a sharp close, and you had the perfect sharp close. So remember, use KeyPass so no crazy ex-boyfriend can delete all your favorite songs from college. That would have been like, boom, the awesome closer. But what I like what you did best is you perfectly met what the book asked you to meet. We knew what your general point was, which was to give us information, because you gave us so much information. And I believe, as I sat in my chair, that you persuaded me to consider KeyPass, because not only did you show me why it was important, but then you actually made it easy for me. You gave me a handout. So I think in terms of what you did good, what you did better, and then what you could do better and what you did best, it was an awesome presentation. And I'm going to use my last couple of seconds here to give you another clue of what you can do with your evaluations. What I do is you take all the evaluations you get, little pieces of paper, and you staple it to the actual presentation. So that way it's in your book. Your book may look a little tattered, but all the information is here. And then that way, the next time when you go on to do your next speech, you can read this evaluation. It's all right here. You don't have to go find it. And then you can even say, for example, take my notes, because I use a full evaluation flow. You can staple it in there too, and then you have your speech and all the evaluation you need to make sure you do a better job next time. Mr. Toastmaster.